My hands were shaking when I saw the Christmas video. At first, I thought it was just my eyes playing tricks on me, or maybe the file had glitched. But then, as the laughter echoed through the speakers, my family laughing, the twinkling lights, the familiar warmth of home, I realized what I was seeing. Or rather, what I wasn't seeing, my son, Noah. My 7-year-old boy, who had spent the entire day helping my mom decorate the tree, hanging every ornament he could reach, beaming from ear to ear, was gone. They had edited him out of the video, frame by frame, moment by moment, erased, like he'd never been there at all. I sat there frozen, staring at the screen, my mouth dry and my stomach twisting into knots. Who does that? Who edits out a child, their own family, from a Christmas memory? And the part that broke me most was what came next, the message my sister sent when I confronted her. We've all voted. You're not family anymore. Tell me, please, am I crazy for thinking this is pure evil? Was I wrong for what I did next? The story really starts a few years back, before everything fell apart. My name's Rachel, I'm 32 now, and I used to be the peacekeeper in my family. I was the one who always tried to smooth things over, who'd call my mom when my sisters were fighting, who'd plan the holiday dinners, who'd send reminder texts about birthdays. My family wasn't perfect, honestly, far from it, but I used to think we were close. My parents had 3 daughters, me, the oldest, Emma, 2 years younger, and Lily, the baby of the family, who everyone adored. Emma was the golden child, the one who never got in trouble, always had perfect grades, and later, the perfect husband, perfect house, perfect kids. Lily was the free spirit, the one who could do no wrong because she was just being herself. And me. I was the one who did everything right, but somehow still got blamed whenever something went wrong. It didn't bother me much growing up, I just accepted it. But when I got pregnant with Noah, things started to shift. I was 25, single, and terrified. His father, my ex-boyfriend Jake, wanted nothing to do with him. When I told my family, I remember my mom's face falling like I had announced a death. A baby, Rachel, this isn't how we raised you. She'd said. My dad was silent, which somehow hurt even more. Only Lily hugged me, though even that felt awkward, like she was doing it just to be seen doing the right thing. Over time, my family didn't outright reject me, but they stopped including me in subtle ways. I'd get invited to things last minute, or they'd forget to mention family dinners. When Noah was born, they visited once in the hospital, brought a stuffed bear, took a few pictures, and that was it. Still, I tried. Every Christmas, I made sure Noah had the full experience, the tree, the cookies, the music, everything. And I still took him to my parents' house, even when I could feel the judgment radiating from my mother's every glance. I wanted him to know family, I wanted him to feel loved. Last Christmas, the one in question, I really thought things had gotten better. My parents had invited us early. My mom even called Noah on the phone, told him how excited she was to see him. When we got there, the house looked magical. The smell of cinnamon and pine, the old ornaments we used to fight over as kids, the fire crackling in the fireplace, it felt like a movie. For the first time in years, I let myself believe maybe we were healing. Noah was ecstatic. He wore his little red sweater with a snowman on it, and he was just everywhere, helping Grandpa untangle lights, handing Grandma ornaments, playing tag with his cousins. He laughed so much that day I swear it was contagious. My heart felt full. My sister Emma, though, was off. She had this tight smile the whole time, the kind where you know she's pretending to enjoy herself, but something's boiling underneath. Her husband, Ryan, barely said 2 words to me, and their kids, well, they've always been polite but distant. I thought maybe it was just tension, or old wounds that hadn't healed yet. Still, I pushed it aside and focused on Noah. Mom asked us to gather for a family video after dinner, something she'd started doing years ago, a tradition where she'd set up her camera, record us opening gifts, and later edit it together with music. We'd watch it every New Year's Eve. It was cheesy but sweet, and Noah loved being part of it. That night he sat on the floor next to my dad, holding his new toy car, giggling as the wrapping paper flew everywhere. My mom filmed everything, all of us, or so I thought. A week later, she sent a message to the family group chat. "Here's the Christmas video, so proud of our beautiful family Red." I opened it right away. The video started like usual, holiday music, a slow pan of the tree, my sisters laughing, the grandkids running around. But something was off. I watched once, then twice, then again, my stomach dropping each time. My mom had carefully edited every single frame that included Noah. He wasn't in the group shot, he wasn't in the background, even the moment where he handed Grandma her present gone. Cropped out, at first, I thought maybe it was a mistake, so I messaged her privately, "Hey Mom, I think there's a glitch in the video, no, as not showing up." No response for an hour. Then she replied, "There's no glitch. We decided it was best not to include him this year." My heart stopped. "We decided," I wrote back, asking what she meant. She didn't answer, but a few minutes later, Emma texted me. "Mom doesn't want drama. It's nothing personal, Rachel. We just think it's confusing for the younger kids. Noah doesn't really fit in. Doesn't fit in, my son. Their nephew, the little boy who made cookies with Grandma, I couldn't even breathe." I called my mom, crying, demanding to know what was going on. She didn't pick up. Then, finally, my sister Lily, the one I thought was on my side, called. I answered right away. She sighed and said, "Ratch, look, we had a family discussion after Christmas. Everyone agreed. It's just too complicated having Noah around when his dad isn't in the picture. It makes things awkward. Mom thinks it's better to keep things simple." I remember just sitting there, numb. My mind couldn't process what I was hearing. "He's a child, Lily, my child. He is family." And then she said it, the words that would echo in my head for months. "We've all voted. You're not family anymore." So that's the situation I was in, my own family erasing my son from their memories, deciding we didn't belong. Before I tell you what I did next, I want you to pause for a second and tell me, what would you have done in my shoes? Would you confront them, cut them off, or try to fix it somehow? Because at that moment I didn't know what to do. I just knew my heart was breaking, and I couldn't let them get away with it. For days I couldn't eat or sleep. Noah kept asking when we'd visit Grandma again, and I didn't have the heart to tell him what had happened. I kept replaying the video in my head, imagining his smile, his laughter, all the pieces of him they'd deliberately cut out. The cruelty of it haunted me. Eventually, I decided to confront them in person. I drove to my parents' house one Saturday morning without telling anyone. Noah was with a friend, thankfully, so he didn't have to see it. When I got there, I walked in without knocking, something I hadn't done in years. My mom was in the kitchen, making coffee. She looked up, startled. "Rachel, what are you doing here?" she said, her tone instantly defensive. I pulled out my phone, opened the video, and held it up. "What is this? Why would you do this to him?" She glanced at the screen, then away, her face hardening. "I told you it's complicated." "No," I snapped, my voice shaking. "What's complicated about including your grandson in a family video? He was there, Mom. You made it like he didn't exist." She put down her mug, sighed, and said, "You always make everything so dramatic. It's just a video. Just a video," I repeated, my voice breaking. "You deleted him from our family memories. How could you possibly justify that?" That's when my dad walked in, rubbing his eyes like he'd just woken up. "What's going on?" he asked. My mom turned to him, her voice calm. "She's upset about the Christmas video." He looked at me, his face unreadable. "Rachel, maybe it's better this way. Things have been tense. We just wanted a peaceful holiday. Peaceful." That word cut deeper than anything. Peaceful for who, for them? For the people who couldn't stand being reminded that my son didn't have a dad. I started shaking, tears streaming down my face. "You're disgusting." I said quietly, "All of you." And then I left. For weeks after that, I ignored every text, every call. My sisters tried to play it off, acting like I was overreacting. Emma even posted the edited video on Facebook, captioned family is everything red. The comments were full of compliments, beautiful family, so much love, what a perfect Christmas. And every time I saw it, it felt like a punch to the gut. So I did something I'd never done before. I decided to fight back. I made my own video. I took all the photos and clips I had from that Christmas, the ones I'd taken on my phone, where Noah was laughing and smiling and surrounded by the people who were supposed to love him, and I made a montage. I added soft music, the same kind my mom used, and at the end I added text that said, "Noah was there, he will always be family." Then I posted it. It went viral. People were outraged, friends, extended relatives, even strangers. I didn't mention names, but everyone knew. My mom called me that night, furious. "How could you embarrass us like that? Do you have any idea what people are saying?" I said, "Good. Maybe now you'll think twice before erasing your own grandson." And I hung up. After that, things changed. My parents didn't speak to me for months. Emma blocked me entirely. Lily tried to play peacemaker, but I told her not to bother. For the first time in my life, I realized I didn't need them. I had my own family now, me and Noah. And we were enough. It's been almost a year since that Christmas. I haven't seen my parents since. Noah's happier now, surrounded by people who actually care. My best friend, Laura, and her kids have become our chosen family. We do holidays together, laugh until we cry, and there's no judgment, no votes, no erasing anyone from anything. But every so often, I still think about that video, the one where my son was erased. It reminds me of a truth I wish I'd learned sooner. Blood doesn't make you family. Love does, respect does, and if someone tries to tell you otherwise, walk away before they take more from you than just your memories. So yeah, that's my story. My family edited my son out of the Christmas video and told me we weren't family anymore. But in the end, I realized I didn't lose a family. I just finally saw them for who they really were. If you were on my side in this story, please like this video. Subscribe for more stories like this, and let me know in the comments what you think. Was I right to expose them, or should I have handled it differently?